Drew and Stu are on the air.
Ready? Right.
Whether you're fading with Drew or riding with Cam, this is the place to get your weekly NFL picks.
Powered by Sports Interaction, your homegrown sportsbook. Always remember to bet local.
Hello and welcome to week 14 of the Drew and Stu podcast. I'm Drew Livingstone. That's Cam Stewart. Cam, we both had a decent week. I was 7-6. You were 9-4. Both of us only 1-2 on our best bets, though. The Denver Broncos screwed both of us. They should have won that game outright, I think, Cam.
I agree. Bad start for Denver, and they battled back, Drew. Just so many opportunities missed. In the Jets, too. Like, I was thinking, oh, hey, we got a safety to start the game, 2-0. I'm like, 2 Rouges, and Mr. Boyle. Like, honest to God, like, it's not like the Falcons were good, buddy. It's just some of these teams we bet on. But you know what? Sometimes in the comments, you're going to get guys, hey, if I had a 9-4 week every week, I'd be making a lot of money. But I'm going to say this. Yeah. I'll give you a shout out, and I know some really nice people actually shouted out to you. What was it? The Derrick Henry. So we talked about the 1 touchdown, 2 touchdown over. Drew hit it at 22-1. I only sprinkled on it. He went a little bit larger, and we won a few dimes. So, Drew, that's on you. Give yourself the old pat on the back. I'll tell you. Great prop. Great pick on Derrick Henry. That was absolutely
and funny
fantastic.
Thing is, Cam, he got hurt on the carry that put him over 100. So he finished with 103. I watched him get hurt, and I was like, oh, my God, did he get over it? And then he got it. I was like, oh, thank God.
Props are so dangerous. Like, look at last night. Think about it. Trevor Lawrence's yardage went under by a couple yards because he got hurt. His rushing went under
45 yards. Gets hurt on his first catch for 26.
That's what I'm saying. And this is the thing. The sports books and people will go, oh, like you make the bet. That's life. But the thing is, I don't understand why they refund on people who make horrible future bets.
And then like that.
Yeah, no. Know what I hate? I hate sports books that when you make a future bet, they go, for all the people that bet, let's just say, Bo Nix to win the Heisman, you're going to get your money back. Why? How about you get your money back when you're 1 yard down on a guy that you bet on who gets hurt in the game? Anyway, guys, I'm going to tell you something. Drew's known me. I've been betting for like 40 years. I'll tell you, like I've had guys in golf tournaments. Oh, they hit one ball. Oh, my back. Next thing you know, they're out. Yeah, they hit one shot. Refund. That means the bet is live. So you know what? Yeah. But I'm going to say this, sports books, if you're listening out there, maybe credit injuries or guys who get close instead of just people who make bad future bets. That's my tip.
I saw people last night going like, oh, I bet Trevor Lawrence, I better get refunded. I bet Christian Kirk, I better get refunded. It's like, no, that's not how it works. That's not
the way it works, guys.
Yeah, like you don't just get refunds for bets that
refund. Like, how do books make money if you're giving everyone refunds? It doesn't work that way. But
I was happy though. Joe Mixon hit his over in overtime on his rushing. I was mad. I was like, oh, he's not even going to hit his over 48 yards. And then when overtime starts, 18-yard run. I was like, amazing. So that was that. Anyways, Cam, let's get into this week.
Sure.
Sports Interaction is your homegrown sportsbook where local takes on an entirely different meaning, focusing on the teams, games, and players that matter to you. Sports Interaction is on the ground on top of all the local trends, offering prop bets that you'd never even imagine existed, from same-game parlays to best-in-class casino featuring thousands of games and live 24/7 dealers, giving you that Vegas experience any time of day. Come for the sports, stay for the casino. And now introducing the Locker Room, the first of its kind in Canada, a live watch party for the biggest games of the week, providing an in-game tips built directly into the app and site, a groundbreaking dual-screen experience for all NFL primetime games and select Leafs games with Steve Dangle as host. Sports Interaction, your homegrown sportsbook. Go to sportsinteraction.com/SDPN to open an account. Bet local. 19 plus, please play responsibly. If you have questions or concerns about your gambling or the gambling of someone close to you, please go to connexontario.ca. Back to the show.
Sure.
What a barn burner on Thursday Night Football. It's the New England Patriots going to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. Looks like Zappy against Trubisky. Like, can you pick like worst primetime games this week, Cam? Like, it's ridiculous. The Patriots scored 0 points last week against the Chargers. It ended up being a push because it was a 6-point spread. We were both on the Chargers. Justin Herbert, like, come on. Jesus Christ. Can't score a touchdown against the Patriots. Cam, I don't know. What are you doing with this game?
It's actually funny, Drew. If we actually, on the other show, that line actually got bet down to 4.5, 5 by game time. So those people that took 6, it was actually a win, or if you got the half point, whatever. But here's the deal. I do a show with a guy from Boston. He took his kids to the Patriots game versus the Chargers. I go, dude, I even warned him. I go, I think you should pick another game or maybe get tickets for next year. But he texted me after. He goes, what a game, 6-0. I go, can you imagine taking your whole family? They don't even score a point. Here's the deal.
Paying money to watch that?
Well, he did. He actually did pay like U.S. currency to watch that game. But here's the deal, Drew. I don't care. Zappy, Jones, Cunningham. I don't know. And by the way, this line right now, by time of taping, the total is 30. I would not be shocked if this total goes to like 28.5, this is going to be
it might be the lowest total we've ever seen.
It's going to, I think it might close. This is my guess. I think it'll close at 28.5, 29. I will take Pittsburgh. I don't care about the downgrade. It doesn't matter to me. Kenny Pickett, Trubisky. All we got to do, Drew.
I don't even think they're that different, Cam.
What? I don't know. I like Mitchell Trubisky. Here's the game plan for Pittsburgh. Just hit New England, make them punt, and we will eventually get field goals and maybe win this game like 16-3. So I'm going to take Pittsburgh -5.5 and hope for the best, buddy. Who do you got?
I agree with you. I'm going to take Pittsburgh -5.5 as well. I just think their defense might score more points than the Patriots offense. You can't score against the Chargers defense. You think you're going to score against Pittsburgh's?
That's a great prop bet, Drew. If we find that one, you could put that in on the old Derrick Henry 22-1. I'll give you credit.
Against Pat's
Steelers
offense?
defense, Pat's offense, I don't care what it is. It's actually a good bet. I think they can maybe get like 10, maybe they get like 2 touchdowns. Who knows? The Patriots, if they get more than 1 touchdown in this game, I'll be shocked.
Yeah, I agree with you, Cam.
Or at least it'll be a push.
I'll take the under, even no matter what it is. If it goes 20.5, I'll still take the under because this game has like 14-3 written all over it. Yeah, give me the Steelers up to like what, 9.5? Like what number would this have to be for you not to take the Steelers?
9.5, exactly. 10. I think they win the game. At worst, I'm thinking 19-9, 16-6, 16-7, like around 9 points. So
it's going to be a disaster.
Here's the thing about New England, Drew. They're bad, but I just can't bet them in any role right now. They're just that bad.
So the quarterback matchups this week, Cam. I'm going to read off some great matchups we got this week, and you tell me what you think. So we got Zappe against Trubisky, Beathard against Flacco, Minshew against Browning, Mayfield against Ritter, Dobbs against O'Connell, and Bryce Young against Jameis Winston. Just the product the NFL is putting out this year is just a disaster, Cam.
I'm going to tell you something. I don't know why somebody's calling here. Hey, I'm doing a show. Hey, back off. Here's the deal. Drew, I'll tell you, Minshew versus Browning is like Hogan and Flair compared to the rest of these matchups. Don't you think? True. No, honestly, like Minshew, can you believe the Indianapolis Colts are 7-5? We'll get to that game in a bit. And for all the people that knock Jake Browning, I watch a lot of college football. He played a brilliant game for Cincinnati. It just took him a while. This kid is not a bad quarterback. And with weapons come back. T. Higgins coming back and all that. We'll get into that, Drew, but some of these guys are good. You just have to surround them with weapons. But the Patriots Steelers game, train wreck. Can we flex it?
Yeah, and I wish you could flex out Thursday nights. You can't though because the day's off. Yeah, but man, the AFC is in shambles. If Lawrence is out long term as well, like the Dolphins might get the first seed with 10 wins. Like it's crazy, like what's happening.
They're saying ankle injury, Drew. I watched a lot of football. His leg looks absolutely mangled.
It took him 45 minutes to get to the locker room with help. If it was an ankle, what the heck is going on? Why is it taking so long to get there?
I don't believe that, Drew. I've seen the injury. We watched it the way it worked back. He could be done for the season.
You don't slam your helmet for a sprained ankle. Like that was
Bingo. Like that's all we talked to Gabe and me talked about it last night on the show. When you react that angrily, you know
something's like direly wrong with your leg. You're done. Like you don't let someone pray for you beside you on the field if it's just
my Jaguar futures, Drew, right down the toilet.
Oh yeah,
feel bad for it, and I hope.
Our Packers futures are still alive.
Dude, the Packers are playing great, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, anyways, we'll get to them. All right, anyways, we're both on the Steelers. We were both agreed on a lot of games last week. Let's see if this trend continues.
And we did well last week. We did well.
Well, the 2 games we disagreed on, you were on the right side of both of those, so maybe I should take your tips. The Rams going to Baltimore to take on the Ravens, Cam. Ravens 7.5-point favorites. Total is down to 40.5. I was completely wrong on the Rams last week. I believed in Flacco and the Browns, and they blew it in the fourth quarter. I don't believe in the Rams in this spot, Cam. I'll take Baltimore -7.5. Coming off a bye, I think they're going to be ready for this game. Their defense is legit. Their offense is legit. I don't think the Rams have what it takes to keep up in this game.
Here's the thing. I think Baltimore is going to win this game, but I'm going to tell you, Drew, take a look at the Rams. They're a 6-6 football team. You are correct about one thing. Cleveland was playing with them till the fourth quarter, very late, where Flacco made a mistake.
That Flacco pick was brutal.
Yeah, it compounded, and after that, they pinned him deep, and then the safety. It was a train wreck after that. But here's the thing. The Rams are 6-6. The Packers are playing great. The Seahawks have to win games. They have a tougher schedule. I think you'll get the Rams' best effort. This could be a changed pick, but I think asking Baltimore to win, but I know they're very good, Drew. I know they're great at home. I know they cover numbers, but the thing about the Rams is they're a gritty team, and McVay is a great coach. He will have them prepared. I think Baltimore probably wins this game. I think the hook is very important because I can see the Ravens winning by 7. Give me Ron the Ram. It's my alma mater, Drew. Woodlands Rams. Go Rams! So I'm going to take the Rams this week, but I don't like to mess with the Raven. You know he's a very dangerous bird.
Yeah, I'm going to stay with Baltimore, Cam. I know they can backdoor cover this. Anything can happen, but I think Baltimore now smells blood in the water. They can get that 1 seed, Cam, with the Chiefs losing. The Dolphins probably going to lose at least 1 or 2 games down the stretch. I think the 1 seed's up for grabs. I think Baltimore wants to secure that with a big win here against the Rams at home off a bye. Where do you think mystery tiebreaker man is on this one?
Ravens.
Correct. I thought you were going to go Rams, maybe feeling it, but
good start.
All right, the Colts, Cam, going to Cincinnati, take on Jake Browning and the Bengals. We mentioned it's Browning against Minshew. The total is 40.5. Colts 1.5-point road favorites. Almost 70% of the public is on the Bengals off of Monday night. Everyone remembers what they saw last, Cam. Tell me why you're back on the Colts.
I don't think I am. As I said, we're taping early, and there's a lot of questions with a lot of quarterbacks, and I'm going to actually tape a couple games more and watch them again and see if we can figure out some things. But I'm going to take Browning. I defended him earlier on in the show, so if I'm going to defend a Washington Husky quarterback, I'm going to take him. We're getting 1.5. The problem with the Colts is, and you know what? Full marks to the Colts. I think Steichen could be coach of the year. I honestly, this team was projected to win 3 games this year, 3 or 4 games. So for a 7-5
now the division's wide open. If Lawrence is hurt, Cam, Colts could win this division.
If not for DeMar Hamlin and a couple other storylines, Gardner Minshew's the comeback player of the year. The guy's a backup quarterback, leading the Colts to the playoffs right now at 7-5. But here's the thing: the Bengals are 6-6. Monster game for them at home, getting 1.5 points. I'll lock it in now, Drew. But this can again, I find a very difficult game. But I will take Cincinnati with T. Higgins back and Mixon running hard, and the defense actually stepping up a little bit. I will take Cincinnati. Let's go.
My only thing is, Cam, Jacksonville probably wins that game if Lawrence doesn't get hurt. Like, they were leading when he got hurt, and in overtime they probably would have moved the ball a bit better.
Drew, I teased all our picks. I had a teaser for $1,200 and $800. I was going to head because I know I like the Bengals plus the points, but I'm like, oh, there's no way that Jacksonville doesn't win by 1.5. They'll probably win by a touchdown, and I'll win everything because I got Cincy at 10-2 late line.
Each weight it.
Yep, it was just brutal. Like the fact that they lost outright, if they didn't call that penalty on that play in overtime, they probably going for a touchdown and win by 6.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'm rich. Like, not rich, but I'm laughing with money now. Unfortunately,
I teased Bengals to plus 17 as soon as it hit 10, Cam. So I was happy with my teaser. But
I tried to get cute, and I should have just put more money on Cincinnati. That's what happens. These Monday night games, sometimes these dogs show up. So kudos to the Bengals.
Yeah. All right, Cam. Well, I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to go Indy just because I think the Bengals defense does not look great. They're allowing a lot of points. And I think Minshew is better than what we saw from Beathard following Lawrence's injury. I don't think the Bengals will be able to keep up with the Colts in this one, as weird as that sounds. And I like that everyone's betting on the Bengals and the line hasn't moved. Or sorry, it's moving the other way. It's reverse line movement. Whenever I see that, I got to go against them. It feels like they're baiting you to bet on Cincinnati here, Cam.
A little bit. I'm there now, but you know me, Drew. This can change very quickly. This is very early in the week, and I got to take a look. Indianapolis has really impressed me. Tennessee had the lead in that game, and Indianapolis is let's just call it out for what it is. They're playing great football, and they're very, very hard out. They're a well-coached team.
For sure. All right, where do you think mystery tiebreaker man is on this one?
Bengals.
Ooh, correct. I thought you were going to go the favorite, but no.
I feel I have mystery tie man and mystery bag and me. We're reading each other's mail right now.
All right, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield going to Atlanta to take on Ritter and the Falcons. Falcons minus 2.5 at home. Totals 39.5. A lot of low totals this week, Cam. This game, like a lot of bad games too. Like, I don't even want to watch this game, but I'm going to because it's probably one of the best 1 p.m. games. I don't know, Cam. You can start this one. Where are you going in here?
Do I have to? How about you start?
I'm going to go with the points just because it's tough, close divisional matchup, Cam. Give me the Bucs.
You know what? I'll take the Bucs as well. God, this game's horrible. It's under a field goal too. Atlanta, they're just like, I expected more from this team. Like, they're very like, I didn't even know how the Jets lost that game, but you're right. No, Tampa Bay too. They really got backdoored by Carolina. That time me and you were on those pesky cats, covering by that line went down.
That was a lucky win for us. That was a lucky.
You know what? We've had a lot of unlucky losses. You take the lucky win. So I will take Frank Falcon as well. Minus 2.5. Oh, sorry. I mean Yar. I'll take Bob Buck. Yeah. What the hell's going on here? Sorry, Drew. I just got rattled.
The Bucs are 5-1 ATS on the road as well, so that's a good sign for us. So I think
they're 5-1 ATS right on the road.
That's what I said.
Oh, okay.
So I think they might win this game outright, Cam. Never mind, just cover. I think they are a better team overall than the Atlanta Falcons.
Am I struggling, Drew? Yes. I don't know what's
you're
happening
this week. You think you'd have kids or something running around at home?
I feel like I have kids, but anyway, it's other. I deal with humans that are worse than kids, Drew. But give me 2.5 yards with the Bucks as dogs, please.
Cam, if you want a treat for yourself, tip that I found out: Advent calendars on sale now because December's already started. If you want just a bunch of chocolates and you're fine opening the calendar for yourself, go get some. They're all. I
do it all the time. No, that's a veteran move right there. Why buy it before when you could just wait till like the 20th and just plow all the days? Do I go, let's open it together? I don't have kids, so it doesn't matter. December 1 is December 9 is December 17th. Next game.
All right, next game. The Lions going to Chicago to take on the Bears. The Lions are 3-point road favorites. It opened at 4.5. It's down to 3 despite 71% of the public betting on the Lions. Huge reverse line movement here, Cam. They're baiting us to bet on the Lions, and I'm taking the bait. I know I don't like betting when it's this much public on one side, but I have to take Detroit in this spot. I just don't think Chicago's ready for this.
Oso Grande, I'm taking Chicago. I don't like this move. And I'll tell you something about Detroit. What the hell happened in that game versus the Saints? The Saints are horrible.
21-0, 7 minutes in, and they almost blew it.
I'm telling you, Detroit's awesome, but they're still a flawed football team. They got to tighten up. I know Campbell's probably going to be mad, and I'll regret this, but as of now, the Bears play with these guys. The Bears are starting to play better football. I'm telling you, I'm going to take the 3 points with the Chicago Bears. The whole world's going to be on the Lions. I think I'm going to take the Bears.
Sometimes the whole world's right, though, Cam.
And yeah, but didn't we bet on the whole world on another game that we could be like the Bengals, right? I could be.
That's true. We're both falling for a trap to this week. That's what you're falling for. Cincy, I'm falling for Detroit.
He's on Detroit.
Correct. I thought you'd be thinking he's against the public.
3
nope.
Wish my picks were just picking his games.
Carolina, Cam, your Cats go to New Orleans, take on the Saints. Derek Carr likely out. It looks like it's going to be Jameis Winston against Bryce Young. Saints are -5.5. Gross game, Cam. Total is 37.5. I don't think we've had a total over 41 yet. No, we haven't. Just 40 is the total, that biggest total so far. Give me Jameis Winston to beat the Carolina Panthers, Cam. I actually like him in the game.
I don't. I think New Orleans sucks, and I've been with this team the whole year.
Carolina sucks too.
Yeah, they do. Good. Yeah. You know what? They know what they actually have. You know what the funniest thing is in the last 10? Like, take a look at the ATS. Like, the Saints are 2-9-1, 0-5 at home, and Carolina's 1-5-1. So actually, the Saints are worse against the spread than Carolina, if possible. Give me the Carolina Panthers +5.5. Roars or bites or whatever you want to call it. Hey, they at least showed something with that backdoor job in Tampa. You know what? You're right. The only thing I worry about is Jameis Winston, but this Saints team, they're all fighting. Thomas called out Carr, basically calling him a loser. And you know what? Carolina can march in there and cover the number. Give me the Cats.
I think the Saints team, this might be one of my minerals, Cam. I think the Saints absolutely blow Carolina out. This is their season's on the line. I mean, if they lose the game, they get 8 losses.
Their season's been on the line for a couple weeks, and what they've done about it, not much.
All right. Where do you think Mystery Tiebreaker Man is on this one?
He's on the Saints.
Ooh, correct. It's almost like wherever the public is, that's where he goes. But
we'll see. That will change. That's kind of the way I play the game, Drew. But
secrets. No, the Jacksonville Jaguars, Cam, going to Cleveland, take on the Browns. And it looks like DTR will be back, but it might be Flacco. Browns 3-point home favorites. It looks like Trevor Lawrence is going to be out for this game, so Beathard's going to start.
We might get Browns money line. What do we get here? What do we got to lay?
It's -3.
Oh, it's 3? That line's open?
Yep.
Oh, God. I'll take Cleveland at home. They're a different team at home. 5-1. 5-1 ATS. They're just such a different team at home. That defense against Beathard with Schwartz ready to prepare for this guy, lights out. Browns by 10.
And I think once it's officially announced that Lawrence is out, this line's going to climb to like 4.5 or 5.
I agree. I'm locking it in.
So lock it in at 3 if you can. This may be in my minerals. We'll see. But the Jags defense might be enough to hold down the Browns, but I just don't think their offense can move the ball enough against this Browns front, especially in Cleveland, where it might be nasty weather for all we know. All right, we're in agreement, both on Cleveland Browns. Houston, going to New York, take on the Jets. 6.5-point road favorites, Cam. The Jets looking like they might go back to Zach Wilson. It's not confirmed. Apparently, he doesn't want to start despite being told to start because he's upset with the coaching staff or something. I don't know. He's a big baby.
Well, I don't like the way Salah, he might be a baby, but Salah has also been an idiot. If
100%.
Wilson is ready to go, you already screwed up the season by putting some idiot like Boyle in there when at least Wilson, despite his mistakes, knows how to at least have athleticism. Tim Boyle brings nothing to the table. He is worse than Zach Wilson, and it's not even a conversation. So you know what? If I was Wilson and his agent, I'd be going, what the hell are you what are you fucking guys doing? Are you idiots? I should have been starting this game. Give me the fucking Jets plus 6.5 against Houston. I know Houston's ground. Sorry, I'm angry because Boyle is just so bad. And you know what? If he starts again, I'm going to lose this bet and I'm going to switch it. But I'll lock in the Jets plus 6.5 right now. Houston, big win against Denver. Now you're asking them to win by a touchdown on the road. The world's on them. Give me the Jets.
Yeah, the Jets' pass defense is very good, and I don't think Stroud's faced a secondary like this yet this season, Cam. And the reverse line movement, everyone's betting on the Houston Texans, and it's still – oh, no, it's not reverse line movement. Sorry, it's moving towards Houston because people keep betting on them. This line could climb to 7.5. We'll lock in at 6.5. I'm on the Jets as well. But if it keeps climbing, just wait. I think you wait for this line. I think it's going to get past the 7.5. I think we'll get the hook come Thursday when we redo this show. But yeah, give me the Jets as well, Cam. They might win this game outright. Is that crazy to say?
No, it's not. I'm actually thinking I might put this in my mineral picks. And Houston's been a great story, but you said it. Stroud has not seen a defense. If the Jets are motivated and really show up in this game and just want to play spoilers, Houston's in a lot of trouble here if the Jets bring their A game. I don't think they're going to score a lot of points against the Jets. So I'll take. And
Cam, your favorite topic, it looks like Aaron Rodgers won't play this season. That's what was announced. Surprise!
As we talked about week after week after week. Do I get brownie points from the fans for being right?
You get chicken wings from me. I bet you he would start, and he's not. So.
Yeah, I win.
I thought his pompous attitude would make him start a game, but incorrect.
Yeah, no, dude. They have also. You can't bring a guy back with an injury like that is your future, your franchise. They've already screwed up this year as bad as you can't make it worse if you're the Jets. Just call it a night and just play Wilson and see how it goes.
I don't know what's going to happen, though, when they fire that coaching staff because, it looks like Salah's going to get fired.
I think Salah sucks. I think he's a horrible coach.
But, what do you do? You bring in Rodgers' next friend as a coach? You can't fire Hackett. That's his boy. So, I don't know. It's going to be
I think Rodgers might keep Hackett, but I don't know. I don't like the way Salah's handled the season, but we're not here to talk about coaching miscues. We're just here to bet.
Yeah, there's a lot of coaching miscues, Cam. Yeah. San Fran hosting your Seattle Seahawks, coming off their big victory over the Eagles that we both called.
They murdered them. Hey, another thing we said, San Francisco is going to lay these smack down, and the Eagles are going to get beat up so bad that they're going to, it'll be a good thing for them. And that's exactly what happened.
We both said that. They needed to take a loss.
Yep. And a big one. They needed to wake up.
And that might help propel the Eagles to the Super Bowl, Cam.
I agree.
Next time they play each other, it won't be like that. San Fran, 10.5-point favorites against your Seahawks. Your Seahawks badly need this victory, Cam, but this is a tough spot for them. This is a lot of points, though. San Fran Seattle is usually pretty close, no?
Sometimes. San Fran's owned us lately. That game in Seattle on Thanksgiving, it looked like we were getting back in the game, and then the wheels fell off. Gino
didn't play well at all in that game, though.
That's the thing. Seattle played really well against Dallas. It's 10.5. I got it. You know what? The thing opened up at 12.5. Two people are betting Seattle. That's concerning. I'll take Seattle 10.5. We'll see where this line goes. If it goes under 10, I'm going to get a little bit nervous, but this is Seattle season. Rams hold the high tiebreaker against them. Green Bay's hotter than hell and have the easiest schedule in the league. Seattle, divisional game. These coaches know each other. They'll probably lose, but you know what? I will take 10.5 with Sammy the Seahawk.
Yeah, I'll take Seattle as well in this spot, Cam. I think San Fran wins this game. I think, unfortunately, for your Seahawks, but I think it'll be closer than this number suggests. Could San Fran cover this number? Of course they could. Easily. San Francisco 49ers have probably the best roster in football, but I think maybe Gino wakes up knowing his season's on the line. It's in California. It should be good weather. We'll see though, Cam. All right.
Have you noticed something, Drew, too, in the picks over the years? How my 4 o'clocks are have you seen the record in 4 o'clocks compared to one? These 4 o'clock games, we've swept the board many times this year. I don't know what it is about the afternoon games. I feel a lot better about them.
It's usually better football games in the afternoon, Cam. I think that's why.
That's why I see
at 1 o'clock. It's
kind of see these games a little bit better. The 1 o'clock games, sometimes I'm who the hell am I going to take? Carolina, New Orleans? Look at some of these games.
It's a joke. I don't even know if the 1 o'clock slate's terrible this week. I don't even I'll just have Red Zone on and be like, what the hell's going on? What am I watching? All right, the Vikings going to LA. The Vikings going to Vegas, take on the Raiders, Cam. Josh Dobbs against O'Connell? ? We don't know who's going to start for the Raiders. I feel like they should start O'Connell if they want a chance at winning. 3 points. This is a disaster of a game, Cam. I don't know. You can pick this one. I won't be laying my money on this one, but you can pick.
You know what? I don't think I'm going to take the Raiders.
Right.
I didn't really like, and I know Minnesota, they got the bye, and everyone's talking about Dobbs, but Dobbs played like shit against the Bears. And one thing the Raiders do, I will give them this, they've hung with like Miami and all these other teams. And the thing is, Max Crosby getting to Dobbs, like I could see, here's the thing. Minnesota, it's a good number. They might win this game by 3, but I'm getting the home dog and the Raiders with, I think, a defensive line that could really get to him. I think I see trouble. I see turnovers, and I see the Raiders winning a close game. Give me the silver and black attack +3, and I think, what am I getting? Am I getting 3.5 or 3?
Just 3.
Oh, I'm just getting 3. Whoa, that 3.5 would have been real sweet, but I'll take 3. I'll take 3 with the Raiders.
Cam, I'm going to go Minnesota the other way. I think they win this game outright, not just cover. Well, I mean, they're the favorites, so obviously.
We're both on Stooge Patrol right now.
They're 5-0-1 on the road ATS, Cam, so they haven't lost a single game on the road ATS. I think they win this game outright. The Raiders' defense isn't good enough to stop this Vikings offense, and it looks like Justin Jefferson will be back. With Jefferson back, Cam, I think this Vikings offense is going to be impossible for this Raiders D to stop.
We'll see.
So give me the Vikings. It might be in my minerals, Cam. We'll see. Where do you think Mystery Tiebreaker Man is on this one?
He's going with the Vikings. Score.
Correct.
5-0 with minerals so far, or sorry, 5-0 with Bag, with Mr. Bag.
Your LA Chargers taking on your Denver
Bag.
Broncos, Cam. Two teams you love to bet on and lose money on this season.
Hey, settle down. Denver was great to me until last week.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I'm just trolling. The Chargers 2.5-point home favorites, 1-4-1 against the spread. Do the Broncos get back on track, or do the Chargers keep this win streak going?
I'm going to take the Chargers here, Drew.
Really? I'm shocked.
In this game, I am too. I know they beat the Patriots 6-0, but Denver now. This is an opportunity for the Chargers. Think about this: they're at home. The line's only 2.5. They win, they go to 6-7. Denver loses, they go to 6-7.
Yep.
Herbert, home, not in the cold. You know what? This is a winnable football game. It's under 3. Give me the Chargers to win this game. It's a very difficult game, but I'll take the Lightning Bolt, despite them looking pretty bad even last week in a win and cover.
Cam, I can't lay money with the Chargers. You're asking, like, you're going to put me in an insane. You deserve a straitjacket for playing your money with the Chargers here, Cam.
But I think
we
both
insane.
bet them last week, and are we in a straitjacket? Or
yeah, but that's fine. That was against the Patriots, and they still barely covered, Cam. This is against the Broncos, who are a playoff contender. They're going to bounce back, Cam. I think this is probably the easiest game of the week, in my opinion. I think the line is wrong. The Chargers are going to charge this at the end of the game, Cam, and blow it somehow. They'll be winning by 3, and then they'll throw a pick 6 or something. The way their offenses move the ball is atrocious. The way the defense is played isn't great. They stop Bailey Zappi. Big whoop. Give me the Denver Broncos here in a walk, Cam. I think they win this game by 10 to 20 points.
That's bold. You're making a lot of bold statements, but I'm not going to really argue with you. And you're right. Maybe if the Chargers don't cover, maybe it's time for you to deliver the chicken wings along with a straitjacket. I'll take the Lightning Bolts. Bagman is on Denver.
Ooh, incorrect.
In public. Yeah. I was 5-1 with his picks now. Damn it. No, I had a feeling too.
I even gave you a look. I thought you would see it. I was like, well, he's on the, let's see.
I'm such an idiot.
You hesitated. That's why you hesitated. You thought too much about it. All right, Cam. Probably the game of the week. Maybe not. There's still the Cowboys game. The Bills going to KC to take on the Chiefs. The Chiefs 8-4 coming off their loss to the Packers. I'm upset as a Bills fan that the Chiefs lost that game because now they're going to be angry and
exactly
after a loss. I was like, oh no, this is terrible. But the Bills 6-0 off a bye under McDermott so far in his coaching career. I got to go with the Bills as an underdog, Cam. I know the public loves KC here, but they just don't look right, and the Bills need this game more than a fish needs water.
Well, didn't see that one coming, but you're right. You know what the worst thing about the Bills too is, Drew? We were talking about this on some other shows I've done. Not only do they not, when they're not playing, all the teams they need to catch find ways to win too. It's like, enough. Can you stop torturing Buffalo? Like, it's getting ridiculous. But anyway, 6-6 Bills. They got to run the table. They probably got to go 4-1 to make the playoffs. It starts here. I think they can beat Kansas City. I expect the best from Josh Allen. Honestly, he'll do anything to win this game. Please, Buffalo, don't bill it. You talk about Charger being Charger. Don't give these guys 13 seconds
Don't let McDermott have any sort of decision at the end of the game to ruin this.
If you're winning, find a way that Mahomes doesn't touch the fucking ball. Give me Buffalo plus 2.5 to win outright in Kansas City.
And if you have 30 seconds left with a timeout to get a game-winning field goal, fucking go get it. Don't just kneel the ball like you don't have a good quarterback. It blew my mind. I saw the Bengals do it last night on Monday Night Football. They had 30 seconds, one timeout before the half. Jake Browning's back there throwing passes. I was like, the Bengals are going for field goals with Jake Browning. And like Josh Allen's kneeling the ball at. Come on. All right, we're both on the Buffalo Bills. this could change, Cam, later in the week. I don't like
everything can change, Drew.
I'm just saying Mahomes under a field goal usually is a safe bet when he has to win by less than a field goal, but their offense doesn't look right. Can we talk about that MVS defense pass interference last night, Cam? What was that?
Listen, there's bad calls in the league every week. Mahomes also, he got a call when the guy didn't even hit him out of bounds for 15 yards.
Yeah, that was bullshit
and stuff.
too.
So, you know what? But I'm on Kansas City fans got a point. But the thing is, this happens every week in the NFL. We've talked about this league. It's funny.
It's the worst refs in sports, Cam. The worst refs in sports.
Yeah, and it's funny. People on the Buffalo radio who like laughed at people with conspiracy theories. I was listening to the guy's show, and he's starting to question the integrity of the league, and maybe there are things that are going on and stuff like this. I'm not saying games are manipulated or fixed. I'm just saying there's a referee problem. There's certain teams, it feels like that the league wants to do better than others. There's money at stake.
My biggest issue, Cam, is I'm fine you miss a call, but then after the game, admit it was a wrong call. And you have the refs coming out after the Chiefs game going, no, it was the right no call. Like, what are you talking about? He got tackled before the ball was there. You can't say it was the right no call. Just say, hey, we fucked up. We missed the call. Like,
the bottom line is this. Gambling's out there now. Things are not getting better. It's getting worse. I liked it 20, 30 years ago when everybody couldn't gamble, but this is the world we're living in right now. I guess if you want to bet, you know what? I came a conversation with myself. I go, you know what, Cam, you're bitching and whatever sometimes, and sometimes you look at things properly, but you know what? I'm still going to bet on these games, so that's on me. You could think all these things that, you know what, you're going to get a bad call, you're going to get screwed, you're going to get fucked, but you know what? We still want to bet on these games. So I got to accept it. The refereeing is horrible compared to any other league, though. Bills.
Yeah, it's a joke. All right, we're both on the Buffalo Bills. Moving on to the biggest NFC East showdown of the year. Winner of this takes over first in the division. It's the Cowboys hosting the Philadelphia Eagles coming off their loss to the San Francisco 49ers. Cowboys, off a bye, Cam. Are they ready for this one? 3.5-point favorites. They're 5-1 ATS at home, Cam. Do you believe in the Cowboys to win this one? Philly doesn't win in Dallas too often if you look at their team records. But I kind of like Philly coming off that loss.
You know what? I'm going to take Dallas now, and it's probably just because, you know, the way Philadelphia, Jalen Hurts looked banged up in that game, but this could definitely change. Dallas covers numbers.
Can you believe Philly, Nick Sirianni kept Jalen Hurts in the game? They're down 40 points. He's in the game with 5 minutes left trying to pad his stats for the MVP race or something. I was like, you're asking him to get hurt. He already left the game to get checked on with his head injury.
Nick Sirianni does a lot of stuff. Like, he comes up to other teams and gets in people's faces and and
the security guard shoving a player. What the hell is going on?
I don't know what the hell's going on. All I know is this. Philadelphia is getting points, and that's very tempting. Are they going to be angry after the San Francisco game? Yes. But know what Dallas did? Dallas should have beat their asses in Philadelphia. This is a spot where they need to put the pedal down, get things done, and find a way to cover the number. I think it's going to be very close. I expect Dallas to win by like 4. The line's 3.5. I'll take Dallas now, but this can definitely change. Give me the star at home.
I'm going to take Philadelphia here, Cam. I think it's too many points. I think if the Cowboys win, it's by 3. It's not by any more than that. I think it's going to be a very close game, and the Eagles could win this game outright. Dallas's defense is good, but it's tough against a mobile quarterback for that pass rush to even matter, and the Eagles' weapons outside. Give me Philly. I might not think they win this game, but I think it's close enough to cover this number, Cam. So give me the Eagles. Where do you think Mystery Tiebreaker Man is on this one?
Dallas.
Incorrect on Philadelphia. That's back to back.
I'm choking. 5-2 now. It's 5-0.
You're choking down the stretch. Yeah. The public is on Philly too, so I thought you'd be like, "Oh, he's going on Philly."
Yeah, that's a good point. I should really notice that next time I just spout something up.
The Packers, Cam, going to New York, take on the Giants. Sunday Night Football. What a disaster this game is. Tommy DeVito against Jordan Love.
Hey, Tommy DeVito's got the same numbers as Patrick Mahomes the last couple of games. It was fun. I know it's bullshit, but it's funny.
They're like, oh, look, he's averaging the same as Mahomes. Like, okay, yeah, go take Tommy DeVito over Patrick Mahomes if you think he's just as good then. Jordan Love, Cam, the Packers are rolling. Probably the easiest schedule in the NFL. They're 6-5 overall. They might finish 11-5 with their schedule. Do you think they cover the 6.5 points against the Giants?
How about you start?
I love the Packers in this spot. This is not enough points. I think the Giants might score 10. So the Packers got to score 20 or 17 to cover this. I think they score probably 27. And I don't think the Giants can score 20 to keep up with this spread.
I'm scared about this home dog situation with everyone on the Packers, but I'll take it. It's under a touchdown right now. Don't be surprised if this line closes at 7.5, 8 by game time. So I think it's very important that we take Green Bay now, and then we'll see what happens. Jordan Love looks absolutely fantastic. Let's give him a lot of credit. You know what? I'll give Matt LaFleur the old Barry Harwood.
Cam, some of those throws Love is making, like off his back foot. Like,
he looks like Mahomes.
Cornhole just in the middle of defenders.
No, it's amazing. And Dylan ran well. The receivers are showing up. The backup tight ends. This team looks rejuvenated. Great play calling. Matt LaFleur's done a great job with this.
Their defense looks good too.
Yeah, they could have easily packed it in. I love their attitude against Kansas City. Like fuck off. We're going to beat you guys. And I thought that took a lot of balls because Green Bay, they could have easily folded their tents this year. You know what? I'm not even a Packer fan, but shout out to the Packers organization for being tough and resilient. Give me Green Bay minus 6.5.
Yes, we're in agreement, Cam. I don't think the Giants have what it takes to cover this. You know what? Maybe they do. We'll see. I don't believe in DeVito. A lot of people do. I believe more in Danny DeVito, the actor. Let's be honest. Monday Night Football, Cam. Yep. The Dolphins hosting the Tennessee Titans. Dolphins 4-1 ATS at home. They're 13.5-point favorites. This is a lot of points, Cam. Derrick Henry hurt though. It's probably not going to play. It's going to be Tajay Spears, who is pretty good back though. Tajay Spears, but Will Levis, and it looks like he was yelling at Hopkins last week. They were in shambles. It was a mess. The Dolphins like to smoke bad teams, Cam. Titans, not a very good team. They like to keep it close against mid-level teams. Dolphins, not a mid-level team. I don't like it, but I got to take Miami minus 13.5.
So do I. And I'll tell you, so this is hilarious. So the Titans are 0-6 on the road. The Dolphins are 5-0 at home. The Titans are the worst road team going. They never, you know what? If this thing stays under 14, I think we have to take it. I know it sounds crazy. I'm actually worried about Spears starting. I'd rather have like a banged up Henry and the Dolphins get up and then finally he's like, yeah, whatever. But now the young kid, he'll be motivated in this game, but it won't be enough. Tyreek Hill and the Dolphins offense versus Tennessee. I think Miami alternate line, they win this game by 24 points. It's a blowout. I'm only concerned that it's a Monday Night Football game. We get 2 games on Monday night, correct, Drew? We get the Giants Green Bay games Monday too.
Yes, the Sunday nighter is the Eagles Cowboys game.
There you go. See, good to tell. We have to tell the people these things here. We can't be half asleep. So anyway, we're going to take the fish. 13.5. I don't know what fish do. 13.5 squawks or whatever they do. What do
squawks?
What do fish do?
Glub glub.
Yeah, anyway, that was a horrible joke. That's some of my worst material. 13.5 fins. Tail?
I thought it was funny.
Anyway, Miami by alternate line, 20.5.
Yeah, if the Titans can't run the ball, then they don't cover these numbers, Cam, and I don't think they'll be able to run the ball very well when they're down by 21 points at half. All right, let's get into our best bets of the week, brought to you by Sports Interaction. Head on over to sportsinteraction.com/SDPN for the latest odds, 19+. Please play responsibly. Cam, we're going to give our gold, silver, and bronze selections. We've been on a roll this year with our best bets, Cam. Last week we were both 1 and 2, which is rare, but we're going to get back on track this week. Would you like to start, or would you like me to?
I would like you to.
All right. My bronze selection will be the Denver Broncos. I think the wrong team is favored in this game. I think they absolutely beat the Chargers by maybe 10 to 20 points. I think I can't lay money with the Chargers. I'm going with Sean Payton and the Broncos get back in the win column. All I have to do is win this football game, Cam, and I win that goal, the bronze bet. So give me the Broncos as my bronze.
I'm going to take the New York Jets as my bronze plus 6.5. This could be definitely changed, but if Wilson starts, I think it's going to be tough for Houston. Jets defense is still adequate. Like, God, man, all they had to do was score a couple points to cover against Atlanta. Like, that's the whole thing. So Stroud, I know he's looked great, but this is going to be a big test on the road in cold New York. I'm going to take the Jets. I wish I got 7. I'll take 6.5. Jets, bronze. That sounds insane, but I'm doing it.
It's not that insane, Cam.
Okay.
But a lot of the public disagrees with us, so maybe it is insane. My silver selection is the Minnesota Vikings against the Raiders. I think Minnesota is a better football team defensively, offensively, at quarterback, at coach, every position on the team, and they're only need to win by 3 points, Cam. I think they get back in the win column coming off a bye with JJ back. Give me the Vikings as my silver.
It's a good pick, even though I'm on the other side of that game, and I don't like being on the other side.
You're on the side of 2 of my best bets already.
See, anyway. We did so well together last week, Drew, and you have to piss it all away. Give me.
We didn't do well last week. We were 1 and 2.
What do you know? But our overall 9 and 4.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, like I don't keep best bets. Sure, to me, best bets are tough. All these games there's very few.
Well, these
best
are the ones
bets.
I'm going to be laying my money on, though. So.
I end up betting every.
We're going to be in agreement on my gold pick. I'll tell you that.
Okay. Silver. What am I going to do here? I can't take that as my silver. No. I'm going to go with the Bucs as my silver. I'll take 2.5 against the Falcons. The Falcons were lucky to win that game on the road against the New York Jets. I think the Bucs will do enough. They'll be angry too. Didn't like the way they ended that game against Carolina. Tampa Bay will be able to get it done. I'm getting 2.5 points. Give me Tampa Bay, please.
I like it. I'm on the Bucs as well. I don't know if it's one of my minerals, but I like that pick, Cam. My gold will be the Cleveland Browns against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't think Lawrence is going to play. I think this line is going to get bigger. While it's 3, I'm going to bet it, and I'm going to be happy with that selection. So give me the Cleveland Browns as my gold selection. We've won a lot of money on the Browns this year, Cam. Let's not stop that train now. Give me Cleveland.
Especially at home, Drew. And Drew, now we're finally in agreement here. We're going to form Voltron. Cleveland -3, gold pick. We're going to get it done. I think they're going to hammer the Jags. Guys, if you like Cleveland and you can get this thing at 3, if Trevor Lawrence plays, we got big problems. We got to regroup at the Red Lobster. But anyway, I know he's not going. I think he's done for the year. Didn't like the way things looked. Drew, you've seen what Cleveland does. They beat San Francisco at home. Like, that's what they do. They show up at home. That game against the Rams, they were in that game till the end, too. Don't let that final score fool you. Cleveland Brown, -3. Let's go.
Cam, the Voltron reference over my head. Don't even know what it is. So
it's an old cartoon. I don't even know why I bothered, Drew. But anyway, we have the same gold pick. What?
Should have said Megazord.
Mega who?
You know the Power Rangers when they do the.
Oh yeah, just say Power Rangers. I don't know Megazord. Yeah, I know who Power Rangers are, but
when they go together, they form the.
Megazord. Oh, they form like the super guy. Yeah, that's Voltron. Before Power Rangers stole Voltron, but anyway, let's not go down that.
You're telling me Voltron or Power Rangers stole Voltron?
Look it up. That's what Voltron did. He got together and formed a bigger character. I don't want to argue about this shit. I'm sick and tired of it. I don't know what else to do. I want to take the Dolphins. We're done? No, we're done.
Yes. You can go get some rest now after.
When's Christmas movies? Is that next week or the week after?
Week after. We're not in Christmas season yet, Cam. Mystery Tiebreaker Man though does want us to meet up, go to the bar to watch the Cowboys Bills next week. So I told him.
The last time he didn't show up, he was talking a big game.
He's gonna show up this time though, apparently.
We'll work out a time. It'll either be next Sunday or the Sunday. Yeah, we'll go see Bagman. Have a little chat.
We'll see. All right, well, everyone, thank you so much for joining us. Please click like, please click subscribe, please download, rate, and review on all audio platforms. Helps myself and Cam out. Please tune into the Thursday show when you see our props of the week. You have 22-1 one last week, and we might give another 22-1 this week. We'll see. But please tune in Thursday as well. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next episode. Thanks.
This has been Drew and Stu,
powered by Sports Interaction, your homegrown sports book. Always remember to bet local.
Follow Drew at Producer Drew and Cam at Cam Stewart Live. May the winners be yours and all of the best bets hit.